Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Rosa Moran. Today we're going to learn how to make lined zipper pouches. And what I like about these pouches, they're lined inside. So I'm going to show you what it looks like inside. Let me bring it closer to the camera. Beautifully lined pouches. And these pouches are very easy to make. And also you can make them any size you like. You could put your makeup, keys, your wallet, and so forth. So let's get started on this project. First, what you need to do is you need to cut 2 pieces of fabric, and this is going to be the printed side, the fabric for the outside. And I cut this 11.5 inches by 7 inches. And then I cut 2 lining fabric also by 11.5 inches by 7 inches. And you're going to be needing a zipper. So the zipper I have is 11.5 inches. I'm going to take my lining fabric and place it down, and I'm going to take my zipper and I'm going to be facing it up, and I'm going to line my zipper close to the selvage of the fabric. And then I'm going to take my printed fabric and I'm going to place it face down, and I'm going to align it as close as I can to the selvage of the fabric. And then I have here my binding clip, and I'm going to use this to sandwich and secure my fabrics together. And I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. If your sewing machine already has a zipper foot, use it. Here the sewing machine. I don't have my zipper foot, but I'm not sure if you can see here in the camera. Here I try to use this little bump here as my guide to start stitching a straight line all the way down the fabric. I'm going to back stitch to secure the zipper and the fabric. And here I'm going to take my time and I'm going to remove some of the clips. And here, as you can see, I'm going to open up the zipper because I don't want to really have it in the way. It's going to be very bumpy. So let me just continue here. I'm coming closer. I should have mentioned that when you're coming closer to the end where the zipper is, it's best to just open it and line again your fabric and your lining as close as you can, and continue sewing and back stitch. As you can see here, I finished stitching straight across, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to open it up. As you can see here, let me flip this to the other side, and this is what it will look like when you finish attaching the fabric and the lining to the zipper. Now I'm going to take the other lining piece and I'm going to place, as you can see here, the other end of the zipper to the selvage of the fabric, and I'm going to take the printed side and I'm going to face it down, place it, and make sure that everything is centered. Mine doesn't have to be perfect. I mean all you can do is your best. And I'm going to use my clip binders to secure the lining, the zipper, and the fabric together. And I'm going to continue clipping it. And now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine again and also make a straight stitch across. Okay, back here at the sewing machine, and back stitch. I'm going to remove one of the binding clips. I'm getting closer to the zipper tab here. So now I'm going to lower my needle down. I'm going to lift the foot presser and I'm going to slide the zipper open. Lower the zipper, I'm sorry, not the zipper foot, but lower the foot down. And I'm going to continue sewing. Back stitch. We are here at the ironing board and we're going to iron this nicely flat, the printed side of the fabric, and also the other side where it's a solid fabric that is the lining. So let me just iron this nicely. And also I forgot to mention in the beginning when I was showing you the size of the lining and the printed fabric to cut, always make sure that you iron everything before you start to cut. And also iron right after you cut. So I'm going to flip it to the other side and I'm going to iron this again. Nice and smooth. And the reason why I needed to iron it is because we're going to do top stitch on both sides of the end of here of the zippers. I'm going to take it to the sewing machine now. Here at the sewing machine now, I'm going to line, as you can see here, this part of my foot zipper. I'm going to line it because I'm going to use it as my guide as I start to do a straight top stitching from here all the way from the beginning all the way to the end. And I'm going to make a little adjustment in my needle. Okay. Okay, let me just fix this here. Trying to get this thread through this needle here. I got it now. Push it back. Okay, and let me start now. back stitch, and I'm going to continue to stitch all the way down. Oh, I went a little bit too fast here. I gotta ease off on the brake, so to speak. Okay, I'm getting closer here to the zipper, so I'm going to open it and lower my foot presser, and then I'm going to continue to sew and then back stitch. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not sure if you can see it here in the camera, but I just want to show you how nicely stitched it is. And I'm going to do the same thing to here to the other side. I'm just going to lower the zipper a little bit. Back stitch. Okay, let me see what's going on. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Let me start over again. Let me just line this up. Lower the foot. And then, not lower the foot, but lower the needle. And do some back stitching a little bit if I can. Let me continue. Let me close the zipper now so I can continue. Ooh. And back stitch. We finished top stitching both sides, as you see here, of the fabric. Now the next step we need to do is I am going to take both of the fabrics that are printed and also the lining fabric together, and before I start clipping them, I'm going to open up the zipper, because if I don't open up the zipper, unfortunately, then I won't be able to turn the fabric inside out. So let me just start doing this first. So again, like I mentioned, we are going to clip all the ends together. And I'm going to start over here first where the lining is, and I'm going to clip it. These two together. And I'm going to clip here again. And just flip it the other side. And I'm going to leave this gap open, and the reason why we're leaving this gap open is this is the area where we're going to turn the fabric inside out. I'm getting here to the zipper area, and the first thing is I just want to make sure over here, I hope you can see it, as I folded, I just want to make sure that the zipper are both lining this way. So I hope you can see. Let me see if I can show it this way better. Okay, here we go. As we can see, the teeth of the zipper are facing out here. So I just want to make sure that these are together. And I'm going to clip it. And do the same thing for the other side. Okay. Just fold a little sandwich there. Take my clip, hold it together. And now I'm going to continue on to clip it. And once you finish doing this, we are going to take it to the sewing machine. And the sewing machine, I'm going to start over here and I'm going to stitch all around the fabric until I get here to the end. Okay, I am done. So let's head to the sewing machine. Okay, I'm here at the sewing machine and I gotta get my little cat out of the way. It's getting comfortable. He's lying on the fabric. So I'm gonna start at the area where I indicated where I left this huge gap here. And this so right here. And I'm going to be sewing a 1/2 inch seam allowance, back stitch, and as I sew, I'm going to remove the binder clips. Okay, I'm coming here to the end. I'm just using my finger to mark where I'm supposed to end. And I'm going to do a back stitch. And I finish stitching all around the fabric. Okay, as you can see, I finished stitching all around. Now I'm going to take the opening and I'm going to turn the fabric inside out, and I'm going to use my fingers to really open up these little corners here. And I'm going to do the same thing here for this lining, trying to open. Well, let me just put it back in here and do the same thing for the lining. Let me open the zipper. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the lining out. I should have done this before, but I wasn't paying attention. Okay. As you can see here, the lining actually folds itself. And I'm going to take it to the iron. I'm going to iron it. And once I iron it, I'm going to stitch right across of the fabric to close that opening. I'm at the sewing machine. My fabric's a little bit damp. When I was ironing, I pressed and added too much excess water. Let me start to sew. And back stitch, stitch across. Back stitch there. And there I sealed that end. I'm showing you all my finished line zipper pouches, and I'm showing you also a smaller version that you could also make, and you can choose whatever fabric prints you like, and also you can choose the lining that you prefer. Your lining you could choose could also be a printed fabric, and also you can choose the outer fabric to be a solid. So you have all these different options. You can use different types of color zippers, and like I mentioned before, different sizes to suit your needs and your purpose. I hope you enjoy watching this tutorial. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends and family. And if you're not a subscriber, please click on the subscribe button. And also there is a bell next to the subscribe button. Click on it and YouTube will notify you every time I upload a new video. And also I just wanted to mention on the description below box, I provided the materials and also where you can purchase it so you can start working on your project. So hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.